my time, mindfulness and yoga time. I'm Dr. Maureen Craig, and I'll be leading the class this evening. So tonight I wanted to start with a little bit of a mindfulness practice as we settle. You may have heard of the loving kindness meditation. Long-term meditators oftentimes refer to this as their favorite form of meditation. And I find it to be very beautiful as well. So as we're settling into some kind of comfortable position, whether you're reclining or seated, let your body get comfortable. And then bring to mind someone that you care about, someone that brings up a warm feeling for you. And we'll be using the image and thought of that person through the loving kindness meditation. So feel that tallness in your spine. Take a nice inhale up. On the exhale, let your shoulders drop back and down. And let your eyes lower a bit or perhaps even close. Begin by feeling the stream of the breath. The inhale as it's cool. And then the exhale. And as you're breathing, you might imagine a ribbon, like a ribbon of breath being breathed in through your nose right to your heart. On the exhale, breathing right out from your heart out into the world. In through your nose and out through your heart. Feeling this affectionate breathing in for you and out to the world. And now bring to mind that person that you're going to use for this meditation this evening, someone that you hold dear, and it can be a pet as well. And bring them into mind, and as you breathe in, imagine peace for yourself. As it comes through the heart, imagine peace being given to this other person. In through the nose, peace for you. Out through the heart, peace for your beloved. Peace for you. And peace for your beloved. Inhale happiness. And share that happiness right through your heart. Inhale. Letting that warmth flow through you. A sense of safety. May I be safe. May my loved one be safe. Knowing that I belong. Knowing that they matter to me. And then freedom. May I be free. May my loved one be free. On the inhale, may I be filled with loving kindness. On the out breath, sharing that loving kindness with our loved one. On the inhale, may I know a great and natural peace. Just sensing that peace in the body. May I know a great and natural peace. And letting that peace flow out to your loved one and to the world. Inhale, may I be happy and free. And letting that breath go out. May my loved one in the world be happy and free. Loving kindness for me. And loving kindness for you. Returning to the breath now, just watching it over the heart. Inhale, feel the tallness in your spine and gently bring that chin down to the chest. Begin to lengthen out the back of the neck, pausing anywhere where your neck might need a little attention. Roll the shoulders forward up towards the ears, raise the crown. Let those shoulders roll down your back. A few shoulder rolls just to let those shoulders open. Feel that range of motion. Beautiful. Reach your arms out into a T and roll the thumbs back. Let the shoulder blades squeeze together a little bit. And then reach for that T. Drop that right hand to the mat. Lengthen up through that left hand and sweep over. A nice side bend. Inhale, paint the sky. Yes. Come on over. Side stretch, side bend. Push the other hip down. Inhale, come through the center. Exhale as you side bend. Inhale, coming across and side bend. Inhale one more time. Come to the other side, and this time roll your heart down towards the earth. And then roll it up towards the sky. Come on through the center. Exhale, side bend, roll the heart down towards the earth. Inhale, roll it up. Coming back up to the center, bring both hands up to the sky. Feel that tallness through the fingertips, and then twist off to the right. One hand on the outside of the knee, the other behind you. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, twist left. Long in the spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Lengthen the back arm. And exhale, fold forward. Feel that stretch from the back hip through the fingertips. Inhale, both hands reach for the sky. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach the back arm. And exhale, fold. And gently return to a seated posture. And check in with yourself how your upper body feels as we come on over onto our hands and knees. Beginning to continue the warm up here. Go ahead and come into your position where your knees and hands are in one lane of traffic and start to rock the pelvis in our cat-cow. So inhale, looking forward for cow. Exhale, angry cat. Push the spine up. And do what feels good. Really bring your attention into your body. 2 or 3 breaths this way, or as much as you need. Then settle yourself into your table and push your right heel back. We're going to take a balanced table. This is a very valuable posture for the back and strengthening the low back. Add the left thumb to the sky, lengthening out. Inhale, a little lift. Exhale, sweep off center. Inhale, long. Nice and slow, sweep away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, away. Inhale, lengthen. Bring that left hand down. And now lift the right heel as you soften the elbows a bit. Once, and we'll do this 3 times. Lift the right heel twice. And 3 times. Bring the ball of the foot down to the mat. Let's just take a calf stretch, sole stretch. This feels so good at the end of the day when your foot has been in a shoe much of the day. And then release that right knee down to the mat. And we're going to kickstand the left leg out, extending the right inner blade of the foot there, coming into our side plank. So knee down, side plank. Reach up through that hand. Let it drop over the ear for a moment. And then push off the bottom hand and come into your gate posture. So now we're reaching up through that right side as long as you can get. And side bend over. Keep squeezing the glute on that right side. And then gently come down back to the mat. And we'll continue on the other side. So a little cat-cow. And then pausing into balanced table. Push that left heel back, right thumb to the sky. A little inhale for a lift. Exhale, sweep off center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale away. Inhale, bring that hand back to the mat. And now as you exhale, softening the elbows, lifting that left heel up and reach it up. 2 more times. And push it off. 1 more time, lift that heel. And now bring the ball of that foot down to the mat and get a bit of soul stretch there. Lengthen. Kickstand the right leg out to the side and reach up into your side plank. Let the top arm reach over the ear and then push off the bottom hand, lengthening up through the left side of your body and side stretching over. Beautiful. And then come on back down to the mat. And we'll take our hands 1 hand print forward. Knees about hand width apart there, and then squeeze the glutes and lift the heart just a bit. Exhale, push the hips back towards the heels. Tuck your toes and float to plank. Exhale, push to down dog. We're going to do a little warm up here, back and forth. Inhale, plank. Drop the knees. Exhale, push back to child. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the heart. Exhale, child. Inhale, plank. Down dog. Plank. Drop the knees, child. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, child. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. 1 more time, forward in plank. Drop the knees, push the hips back. Inhale, forward, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog, and stay. Pedal out the feet. Walk the feet forward just a little bit so the heels start coming down towards the mat. Spread your fingers. Wag your tail. Drop your ears between your biceps. Whatever feels good to you. And then looking forward between your hands. Hopper step to the top of your mat. Inhale for a half lift, strong spine. Exhale, soften. Inhale, squeeze those glutes and lift the hands way up to the sky, tall mountain. And release. All right, we're at the top of our mat. So whichever side of your mat you're on is fine. Let's face like we're at the bottom of the mat. We're going to talk just a little bit about stride. One of the things that I notice as people get older is their stride gets a little shorter and they almost start to shuffle. And so to combat that, I think it's important for us to stretch that psoas muscle, those muscles that connect the upper body, the torso, and the legs. So just take a step forward and then drop that back heel and feel the glute squeeze on the back leg. So you can really feel the opening here in the front of the body and the front of the hip, on that hip flexor. And then switch sides, step forward with the other leg. Squeeze the glute on the back leg. Feel that hip opening. Turn around and we'll do it on our way back. 2 steps. 1, feel it open. And 2, feel it open. And then I'm encouraging you to just kind of take that with you into the week and practice that a little bit when you find yourself walking. Pause for a little bit to get a good stretch in there. All right, finding the top of your mat, let's begin our flow. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, let those wings come down, float all the way to the earth. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, fold and step back on the right. 2 lanes of traffic, leave the right hand down and take your runner's lunge twist. Left hand to the sky. Slowly bring it down, step back for a plank. Just warm up here with a gentle flow, knees coming down, elbows in. Gently let your chest and chin down. Inhale, roll the heart up. Exhale, push it to down dog. Inhale the right foot up, bend the knees, stack the hips, feel that fire hydrant. Sweep that knee behind the wrist. Bring a block over if you like. Slide that shin forward a little bit for more of that stretch in the outer right hip. And breathe with your pigeon, 2 or 3 breaths. And then rotate that knee up, heel toe into the lunge position. Tuck the back toes, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach those arms behind you. Feel your glutes engage and reach for the sky. Exhale, hands come through the heart and release. Let's take those moves on the other side. How is your body warming up? I hope it's feeling like you're sensing your own practice. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Fold and step back on the left. Coming into your runner's lunge, lengthen out, 2 lanes of traffic. Leave that left hand down, turn the right hand to the sky. Dragonfly or runner's lunge twist. The right hand comes down. We step back for our plank. Lower the knees, draw the elbows in, the chest and chin, brush the earth, the heart shines forward. Exhale, find your down dog. Inhale the left foot, bend the knees, stack the hips, fire hydrant, and then bring that left knee behind the left wrist. I like to put my hand on a block and slide that shin a little bit forward to get a little more engagement in the outer left hip. A little more stretch there. Breathing with that. Couple more breaths. One more. Bring that back knee down if it's been up and heel toe that left foot into the lunge position. Tuck the back toes, step forward, fold. Half lift, big inhale. Exhale, soften in the fold. Staying in the fold, nod your head yes. And then gently turn the head a little bit side to side. Inhale for a half lift. Lengthen out the spine. Let the inner thighs spin to the back wall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms behind you, squeezing those glutes, lifting and releasing. Nice warm-up flow. Okay, let's move into a little bit more of our practice tonight. Finding yourself at the top of your mat. We'll get some stretches to start with and then move into more standing postures. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Lift, fold, step back on the right, bring the knee down. Modified warrior 1, sinking the hips. This opens that hip flexor. Let those hips sink forward. Exhale, draw the hip back. Lengthen out the back of that forward leg. Draw the toes in. Be gentle with your stretches, but definitely explore them. Walk your hands back up to the mat. We're going to take our runner's lunge with a twist. As you bring that top hand down, rest it on the knee and start to climb up to your crescent lunge. Bring the hands or the arms alongside the ears, back heel is lifted. Then slowly bring the arms into cactus and see what happens to the mid-back if you get a little more space there to lift the heart. Drop that back heel. We're going to come to a warrior one position. An option for temple fingers. Keep that front knee right over the ankle, back toes at about 2 o'clock. 2 lanes of traffic. Release the hands, interlace them behind the sacrum. We're going to come into our humble warrior. So feel that broadening right across the collarbones. Find the breath in the low belly and feel that engagement in that low belly with the exhale. Nice and strong here and fold. Lift the hands up off the back a little bit if that's comfortable for you, and then release them to the mat. Take a block to the inside of that left foot. We're coming into pyramid. 2 lanes of traffic. The back foot steps forward just a little bit. See if you can still get your heels both down at 6 o'clock. Draw that left hip forward. This is my favorite thing about pyramid, is that lengthening of the back of the front leg. Flatten the back, reach through the crown. Keep a little space between the torso and the thigh. On your third breath, soften over that front leg. Walk the hands over the top of the block, pyramid out for a standing split. Circles with the back lifted foot. And then take your block out at 45 and roll the hips open, half moon. Lift that right arm up and breathe, lifting out of the hip. Exhale, soften, and step back for your plank. Take your flow here, or skip flow. Flow is always an option. We do that kind of to build up our cardio during our practice. It also helps build a little bit of the work into the arms, and all the standing poses are more about the legs. Inhale the right foot forward up in the sky, and then bring it forward between the hands. Dragonfly twist. Exhale, step to forward fold. Lift with the inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Feel the heart lifting and release. Beautiful. Now that was a solid flow. Let's take it on the other side. Finding your mountain posture. Take a cycle of breath. Let it go. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. And step back on the left. Drop the knee down. Coming into that modified warrior one, let those hips sink to the front heel. Arms reach up. And if your hips are not sinking that much at this point, you know that happens over time. These stretches grow in our body, so be patient with your body as you explore this. And if you prefer to have some blocks beside you to take these stretches, that can really help stabilize you as well. On the exhale, bring the hands down to the mat and then draw that right hip back. We're going to get that good stretch in the back of the right leg. Toes coming back, feeling that. And then as you walk it forward, we're coming into a runner's lunge. Leave the left hand down, draw the left kneecap up. And then the right hand comes into that twist. Stack the shoulders. Bring that right hand down to the knee. We're coming up into crescent lunge. Lift the heart and then lift the arms. And when your arms are straight, just sense where your heart is in the body. And then bring them into cactus and see if you get just a little bit more space there in the chest. A little more lift of the heart. Bring the hands to the hips. Drop the back heel. We're coming to a warrior one stance. So the back toes are 10 o'clock and 2 lanes of traffic, hips forward facing. The front foot is at the noon hour. Raise the arms up alongside the body. You might interlace the fingers and then switch the fingers so that the opposite one is in front. It's good for the brain to have a little bit of change. Release the hands to behind the back and take that same approach of interlacing the fingers in the opposite direction you normally do. Draw the shoulder blades together. Feel the heart lifting. Find the breath in the low belly. Letting yourself settle. Feet pressing apart, but a certain degree of stillness here. Engaged pelvic floor. The next exhale folds us into humble warrior. Releasing the hands, bringing them to a block on the inside of the right foot. Lift the back heel, let it face to 6 o'clock. And 2 lanes of traffic as we enter pyramid. Draw the right hip back. Keep the back flat and long, tailbone to ground. Breathing. One more breath. Walk the hands over the block, coming to your tripod. Standing split. Take the block into the right hand. Stack the hips and roll open to your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Breathing here and staying lifted out of that standing leg. Gently stepping back for your runner's lunge and step all the way back for your flow. Coming down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra, lift the heart. Exhale, push to down dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee and stack the hips. Step that left foot forward between the hands. Keep the right hand down, dragonfly twist. Step to forward fold. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep it up. Tall mountain. And release. Okay, take a moment to check in with your body, how you're feeling. How's the class progressing for you? And taking care of yourself, whatever your body's message is. Okay, finding our way back into our standing mountain posture, a little weight in the heels. Take a moment to spread your toes. So valuable to have our feet outside of shoes and let them be free. Let these bones and muscles work. Grip the mat a little bit with your toes and then spread them again. We're gonna come into Sari Namaskara B, or a B series, and we do that with a chair. So take a moment to first feel your mountain. Find a cycle of breath using that Ujjayi breath, that narrowing of the back of the throat. Sound of the ocean. Begin to soften the knees and the hips. And keep them in line. Feel the heels on the earth pushing away from each other. When you're ready, lift those arms up. Heart is lifted, coming to your chair. Utkatasana, difficult pose. But it doesn't have to be difficult. Just breathe. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, come to plank. The option here to flow, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Release into up dog. Tops of the feet down, heart lifted. Tuck the toes, push to down dog. You can always push directly to down dog and flow. Please listen to your body, what's going on in your shoulders, your hips. Inhale that left foot up. Exhale, bring it forward between the hands. Now this is going to be the balance part of our practice tonight. We're starting in a runner's lunge twist. Right hand down, left hand up. But we're going to lift off here and come into a evolved warrior two. So when you're ready, push the feet apart, begin to lift off of that right hand, and your arms are reaching for infinity. Rotated towards the forward leg. Then sweep up into your crescent lunge. Both hands up. I feel the wiggle, the wobble, the balance. Roll it open as you drop the back heel. Warrior two. Now a little more sturdiness happens. The moment that back heel drops, I feel the sturdiness. So find your warrior two, keeping that one lane of traffic. Knee is right over the ankle. Spine perpendicular to the earth. Drop that right elbow to the knee. Extended side angle. Feel the stretch, yes. And then sweep it back up to warrior two. Launching warrior. So the front hand, palm up. Take the gaze to the back hand. 45-degree angle on each. And then bring the gaze forward. Proud warrior. Reach up for the sky and the back hand reaches for the earth. Slowly begin to straighten that forward knee. Coming into reverse triangle. Keep the footing and float it over to Trikonasana, triangle posture. The challenge for me here is to keep that left hip drawn back and rotate the heart, reaching that top arm up to the sky. Remember, you can actually not deepen the stretch so much. You can just come up and triangle much higher on the leg. Be careful of the knee. And then sweep that back arm around in a 360 as you lift the back heel. We're returning to where we started. So crescent lunge. And I'm heel toeing over my left foot. So I'm getting that true 2 lanes of traffic. Then a rotate towards that forward knee, revolved warrior two, and slowly bring that right hand back for dragonfly twist. Bring the left hand down, step back for your plank. We made it through half the flow. Float it out here, straight to down dog, or take a flow of your choice. We'll all connect in down dog, or if you prefer, child's pose. Take a couple breaths in down dog. And when you're ready, inhale the right heel up. Exhale, bring it forward. Dragonfly twist on this side. Right hand reaches up. So you remember where we're going with this. Feel the 2 feet press apart and get light on that bottom hand. Revolve to warrior two. Rotate the back hand forward, crescent lunge. Practicing our balance, our breath to calm us. Rotate it open and drop the back heel. We're coming to warrior two. So I'm heel toeing over my front foot just a little bit because I can just feel how I like my footing. After you've done your warrior two or whichever pose it is for a while, you know how you want it to feel in your body, and it certainly is fine to explore a little bit, but that's where I'm at. Drop the right elbow to the knee, top arm over the ear, extended side angle. Feel the ribs open and breathe. Come back to your warrior two. Two or three breaths there. Rotating that front palm up. And then lifting it up at a 45-degree angle as you take your gaze back. Launching warrior. And then that proud or reverse warrior. Two or three breaths here. Begin to straighten that forward knee, reverse triangle. And then keeping the footing the same, let the arms lengthen, the spine lengthen, coming to Trikonasana, triangle posture. And breathing. Draw that forward leg's hip way back, rotate the heart out and open. Lengthen the spine, tailbone to crown. Creating lots of space here. Begin to sweep that back arm in a circle. So you lift the back heel. We're coming to crescent lunge now. And I had to rearrange so I have two lanes of traffic with my feet. Rotate the heart towards the forward knee. Revolved warrior two. And slowly bring that hand down towards the mat as your right hand reaches for the sky. Dragonfly twist. The right hand comes down. Step back for your plank, taking or skipping your flow. We will all meet in our down dog. 2 to 3 breaths here. Really hawing out the breath. Looking between the thumbs and then walking or hopping to the top of your mat. Inhale for a half lift. Exhale, fold, soften the knees and hips, reach behind you. And then sweep up into your Utkatasana chair. Feel the heels landing on the earth and spreading apart. Knees right over the ankles. Press into the heels and slowly rise. And release. Empty coat sleeves. Ringing those gongs. Yes, let it go. Let it go. You are enough. Your practice is perfect. Just let it be. Nice. Okay, let's take just a little bit more flow and bring us into some of our core work. Standing in your mountain. Interlace the hands behind the sacrum. Lift the heart a bit. Squeeze the glutes to open and strengthen around the hips. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, float and fold. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, step to your plank. Now there's many ways to do side plank. I'm going to talk you through one version of it, but if you know other versions, please feel free to take those as well. We're going to alternate between plank and side plank. Feel free to put your knees down if you'd like. I'm going to have my feet about hip distance apart, or rotate both heels off to the left, lifting the right hand up. Exhale, come back to plank. Rotate both heels to the right, lift the left hand up, inhale. Exhale, back to plank. follow your breath. Inhale as you're in plank. Inhale as you reach the sky. Exhale as you return to plank. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plank. One more time each side. Bring the knees down and come to the side of your mat. We're going to go into our mermaid posture. 90-90. Both knees bent. And the direction that your knees are going, place your hand, that hand, behind you. Press into that hand, lengthen up the spine. And when you're ready, try and squeeze the glutes so that the front of the hips begin to lift. Lengthen out of that arm that's up in the sky. Feel the back bend energy there. Back bend energy. And soften down. One more time, a nice big breath in. Release. Inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, soften it down. Rock back and flip your knees and feet to the other side of the mat. Lengthen up through that back arm. Let the spine be tall. And then sweep up as you squeeze the glutes. Feel that back bend energy. Exhale, soften down. Inhale, feel it sweep up through you. And exhale, soften down. Very good. Bring your feet out in front of you. Just a little bit of core work for us to do. Take a breath or two to get yourself ready for it. Bring yourself down on your elbows. Let your heart be lifted, so you don't want your heart to be sinking. And then bring your shins into tabletop with the toes pointed. And I call this digging in the sand. So just like you're scooping with your toes and tossing the sand out. Just dig and toss. Breathe with it. Maybe 5 or 6 times. Once more. Then let your heels land. And bring yourself down for a bridge. So your heels are right behind your glutes. Let your shoulders roll under a bit. Find the back body. Exhale to small the back towards the mat. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale, push that small of the back down as you start to roll the tailbone up. Slide up your spine. When you're starting to lift into your bridge, press your heels and your shoulders away from each other and draw your knees together a bit. Breathing. Finding a certain stillness here. One more breath. And slowly unwinding the body. Coming back for a little more digging in the sand. Put your elbows down. Take your hands on your thighs. And see if you can rock it up on those elbows. Then dig. Exhale it away. Inhale as the knees come back and exhale it away. Couple more. One more. Then come down for your bridge again. Settle into your heels. Roll the shoulders under. Spread the toes. Begin to lift into your bridge, creating a little space between the heels and the shoulders. Good glute squeeze going on here. Engage the pelvic floor with the exhale. Gently unwind the spine towards the earth. One more time, up into our digging in the sand. Four more. 2. Last one. Bring the feet down and come into our last bridge. Land your heels, spread your toes, slowly roll up and breathe, recovering here. Knees drawn towards each other. Last exhale, really draw the pelvic floor in. And unwind the spine now, bringing the tailbone towards the heels. Gently bring the knees into the hands. And take some circles on the back. And switch directions. And then slide your hands down the inner part of the calf, taking the ankles, the inner blades of the feet or the big toes, whatever is available to you. And try your happy baby, exploring the 4 corners of your back and breathing. Gently releasing the feet, letting them come down to the mat as you bridge up enough to slide a block underneath your sacrum for Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall. Bring your knees in and let the heels float up to the sky. Let the arms come alongside the body and be wet, limp like wet noodles. Find the breath here. Letting the blood come back from those legs that are floating in the sky. Circles with the ankles, spread the toes, whatever feels good. Perhaps letting the heels drift apart in a bit of an inner thigh stretch. Take a nice full breath in. Feel the fullness of the breath. On the exhale, letting the heels come back together. Another big breath in. Exhale, bring the knees in towards the chest. Big breath in. And let the heels land behind the block. Soles of the feet can come together. The knees spread a bit, reaching for the corners of the room. Rock the pelvis back and forth on the block. Breathing. Lift the knees up, put some weight into the heels. Bridge up enough to take your block out. Let the right leg go long. Take the left knee into the right arm, or the right hand. And draw it across the body, reaching that leg out as you gaze back with your left hand behind you. Long spinal twist. Breathing and releasing. One more breath. And bring yourself back to the center, letting your left leg go long. Draw the right knee into the left hand and bring it across the body, lengthening out in front of you as the gaze goes behind you with the right hand. Take a big breath in and let it go. Long spinal twist. One more big breath. Releasing and finding our way back to the center. And slowly unwind yourself onto your mat for Shavasana, our final resting posture. Let the arms and legs be away from the center of the body. Roll the shoulders under, the palms be up in a gesture of acceptance. Returning to the breath here, feel the coolness of the in-breath as it comes through the nasal passages, all the way to the heart. And exhale that breath right out the heart. Like a ribbon of cool air, receiving it and releasing it through the heart. Breathing in affectionately for you and out to your world. Following the breath as you soften in the shoulders. Let the out breath soothe you. Inhaling and exhaling. Softening the brow, letting the head be heavy. The shoulders heavy. And the hips heavy. Resting with the breath, breath by breath, moment by moment. Beginning to deepen your breath a bit. Sensing your body in that breath. In through the nose and out through the heart. Finding a little movement in hands, feet. When you're ready, stretching out perhaps in a lengthening or drawing the knees in towards the chest, bringing comfort to the low back. When you're ready, come into a seated posture to close our practice time together. Bringing your hands to heart center. Feeling that stream of the breath again. In through the nose and out through the heart. May you know peace and loving kindness. May you be happy and free. Om Shanti. Namaste. Oh, thank you, friends, for joining me for practice. So appreciate your presence and love hearing from you by email or in chat. I hope you have a beautiful week. Bye-bye.